Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing things you didn't know about the Night Witch in Clash Royale. Now, the Night Witch is a very powerful card. You have got to know these facts to beat her in Clash Royale games, and also some of these facts are very interesting, so stay tuned. If you guys enjoyed the content on this channel, then make sure to leave a big fat thumbs up. Let's try and break over 3K likes. Definitely a doable goal. Now, a big shout out goes to my friends over at Golf Clash. It's an amazing game, very similar to Clash Royale, but in golfing form. I've been playing it for a couple of days, and if you guys want to check it out, check the link down below, and also check out my past video. It's a very good game. But with that being said, let's hop into our video about the Night Witch in Clash Royale. Number 1. The Night Witch can spawn an unlimited amount of bats. So very similar to the regular witch, if this card is left on the battlefield for an extended amount of time, she will spawn a crap ton of bats, which not only makes her very powerful if you pair her up with a tank, but just a very scary card in general that I want to get badly, because this card is a beast. Number 2. This fact may surprise you, but one Night Witch in Clash Royale can destroy an entire crown tower. This card has deadly potential. But remember, the battle ram for also 4 elixir can also destroy the entirety of one crown tower. Number 3. Out of all 4 elixir cost cards in Clash Royale, the Night Witch has the strongest damage per second. Now what this basically means is that if you see a Night Witch on the battlefield, take her out immediately. Her damage over time will do a lot of damage, that being to a crown tower, a tank, or your other damaging cards. She is deadly, and especially with her bats being very distractive, I recommend that you take out this card immediately. Number 4. Now as this card is very brand new, this fact may surprise you. The Night Witch has the exact amount of HP as a bandit card, meaning that these two cards are very meaty, mid-tier cards. These two cards can be categorized as medium tanks. Number 5. This may be a very interesting fact, but the Sparky card and the Night Witch both have a sparkling glow when they attack. If we zoom in on these two images, both the Sparky and the Night Witch both portray a bright light when they do attack. Not a very important fact, just cool to know. The Night Witch is the second only card in Clash Royale to have a glowing effect. Number 6. Now believe it or not, the Mini P.E.K.K.A, Knight, and Skeleton army aren't even matches for the Night Witch. This card has so much damage per second that even against the tanky Knight or the very swarmy Skeleton army or very high-powered Mini P.E.K.K.A, this card can still crush those cards, getting a positive trade. This card is truly a beast. Number 7. As the Night Witch is coming up very soon to Clash Royale, you might want to know how to take out this very deadly card. These counters include the Minion card, the Mega Minion card, and the Goblin Gang. Cards with range or cards that are air only seem to do very well against the Night Witch and her bats and her melee attack. And even against the Electro Wizard, the Night Witch is still a positive trait against that card. The Electro Wizard has good damage, good health, and also a pretty good stun effect, so this did surprise me. Number 8. Officially said by Clash Royale, the best way to use the Night Witch is to use her in momentum pushes, that being with tanks, other melee cards like miners, or even with a knight. So as long as you have a tank in front of this card and you build up a bunch of bats, this card will destroy. Now overall, the Night Witch is a supporting card. So with that being said, make sure to pair this card or to put her with other cards. A solo Night Witch is just a waste of potential. Number 9. Night Witch hard counters. Now the most positive trait that this card can do is when against Inferno Dragon. Now because of that card's slow rate of fire, initial slow damage per second, and the Night Witch's very fast ability to respawn bats, this card is the hardest counter for the Inferno Dragon by far. Number 10. Regular Witch is actually a hard counter for the Night Witch. Now this did surprise me because the Night Witch and the regular Witch both seem very powerful, but because the Night Witch has a melee attack and the regular Witch has a range attack, when in a 1v1 fight, the regular Witch will crush the Night Witch due to the regular Witch's ability to take out bats quickly, and also because our Night Witch is a melee card, she has a tough time going through those skeletons. Number 11. Against the Balloon and Bowler card, she barely counters them for a positive elixir trade. When against the Balloon, 2 bats are enough to take it down before it does reach the tower. And furthermore, against the Bowler, the same thing does happen, barely surviving against the Bowler because of the bats. Number 12. Now because of the Night Witch and its amazing damage per second, this makes this card the hardest counter for 4 elixir against any tanking card. That meaning against barbarians, against P.E.K.K.A s, even against golems. This card is a beast. Against the golem card, the golem will end up only getting 200 damage on the crown tower when only against the Night Witch. This card is great defensively and also offensively. Now I hate to break it to everybody, but in my personal opinion, this card will get nerfed very soon. It just doesn't have enough counters, and the card by itself is very powerful, and when paired up, this card becomes unstoppable. Like earlier this morning when I was playing Clash Royale, I was facing a level 12 player using level 3 legendary cards. He pulls out his Night Witch, a level 1 Night Witch from the challenge. My deck gets destroyed. I swear, I was playing pretty well, wasn't playing rubbishly. I just feel that the card is very strong, almost a bit too strong. Number 13. The Executioner is the hardest counter for the Night Witch. This card directly, Troop versus Troop, is the best counter for the Night Witch. But the cheapest possible way to counter the Night Witch is to pull the Night Witch with the Ice Golem card, giving you a nice +2 trade. Although your Crown Tower does receive a bit of poking damage, I think it is still a worthy trade. Number 14. If you're ever feeling very cheeky and you're facing a solo Night Witch, tornado that card right to your King Tower, and you'll not only hard counter the Night Witch for a +1 trade, but when the Night Witch does die, one of her bats that does spawn from death will attack the King Tower. And not to mention, this is a very easy tactic to do. Just wait and pull her towards your King Tower. Number 15. Just another good tip. If you're ever facing the Goblin Barrel, put down the Night Witch as a hard counter. The Night Witch's bats plus her staff damage will do critical damage, making this card die very quickly. But also, when paired up with a card like a Knight or a Miner card, when going in for a counter push, she can be deadly. But mind you, one bat will get one-shotted by a Crown Tower arrow, so this card has to be paired up with another card to be effective in a counter push, to let those bats just build up. Number 16. What cards should you use, especially spell cards, when countering the Night Witch? Now, the Rocket and the Lightning Spell are the only two spells in Clash Royale to one-shot the Night Witch. The only combo I do recommend for when taking out this card is the Fireball and the Log card. Those two cards can not only take out other cards with the Night Witch, but they can also directly kill the Night Witch. You can also do Fireball and Zap. This won't exactly kill the Night Witch, but if she's already taken poking damage, this can take out her and her bats. Number 17. The Night Witch against any building card, including a defensive building or a spawner card, will end up winning, getting a positive trade or an on-par trade. The Night Witch is basically a walking tombstone. Good potential, great death damage. If this card does not get nerfed in the next month or so, this card will be in almost every single deck, guaranteed. Number 18. As a bit of a fun and side fact, the overlooked card, the Dark Goblin, is actually defensively a hard counter for the Night Witch. This has surprised me, but with this fast rate of fire, the bats get killed almost instantly, and its good, okay damage per second isn't too bad against the card. Finally, at number 19, what combos should you use with the Night Witch if this card is unlocked for you? Taking into account Elixir efficiency, when the Night Witch is with the Miner card or the Giant card, she is the most effective. These two cards offer great HP for the cost of Elixir. And not to mention, the Night Witch's bats are great against Inferno Tower, offering a good distraction for the Giant against Inferno Tower, shielding the Giant from that expensive tank killer building. Alright, so that is it for today's Clash Royale video. That was an episode that was kind of weird to make because as an actual player, I haven't played around with the Night Witch that much. So this video is pretty much educational for me and hopefully for yourselves. Thumbs up for education if you enjoyed the content, found it just entertaining, informing to know about, and you want to see more videos just like this one, then make sure to leave a big fat thumbs up. Let's try and break our like goal of 3,000 likes. Don't forget to check out the boys at Golf Clash. They've built an amazing game. It's a real-time 1v1 golfing game, a very addicting game. But with that being said, you guys are killing on the channel. 230k subscribers, almost there. That is our next milestone. Alright, peace out everybody. Have a good one.